and Honorable Najum Masara. They've come to observe proceedings of this House. Please join me in welcoming them. If they are here. Okay, good. Yes, Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Thank you. I beg you to continue. So I can now move to recommendations with regards to what I had stated. We recommend that the planning and budgeting of the UPDF interventions under the newly created African Union Support and Stabilization Mission should replace the rescoped ATMIS. On the wage bill, Right Honorable Speaker, we recommend provision of additional wage of 312.1 billion in financial year 2025-2026 for prioritizing salaries for 10,000 trainees, which is 97.5 billion, and two, to enhance the salary pay for lower cadre UPDF staff. This is the recommendation that we carried last financial year, Right Honorable Speaker. On pensions and gratuity, we recommend allocation of 23.8 billion in pensions for the Ministry for the year 2025-2026. On maintenance of equipment and aircraft, Right Honorable Speaker, we recommend an additional 71.2 billion to be provided for the equipment maintenance and 27.5 billion to be provided for aircraft maintenance during financial year 2025-2026. On medical equipment, Right Honorable Speaker, I report that the committee in its oversight visit looked at the military referral hospital, a monumental achievement of the Ministry of Defense that is going to be opened at the end of this month. Right Honorable Speaker, we therefore recommend a provision of 51.1 billion in financial year 2025-2026 for procuring medical equipment for the UPDF health facilities. On subvention to NEC and Uganda Air Cargo Corporation, we recommend 6.1 billion to be provided to National Enterprises Corporation during the financial year 2025-2026 to cover its operations and invest in research and development for rail industries. And second recommendation is 381 billion to be provided to Uganda Air Cargo Corporation to procure new aircraft, increase its revenue and our airlift capabilities, especially now that we have operations across borders. On land compensation claims, Right Honorable Speaker, we recommend an additional 201.1 billion for land compensation to be provided in the financial year 2025-2026. On budget consultancies, with the guidance of the budget called Satura, the committee noted that the ministry allocated funds for military operations Suja in DRC and Usalama kwa Wote in Karamoja under consultant services. While the committee supports this intervention, the misclassification under consultancies need to be addressed in the Charter of Accounts. We therefore recommend, Right Honorable Speaker, that the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development create items in the Charter of Accounts that relate to special military operations, such as operations Shuja, Usaram, and Usalama kwa Wote. On regulatory and legal framework, as I had said, Right Honorable Speaker, in this financial year, we recommend, in the financial year 2025-2026, we recommend that the ministry expedites reviewing the defense policy, the UPDF Act, and the National Service Policy in 2025-2026. On areas for utility, we note that the utility areas for the ministry is 6.2 billion for water consumption and 1.1 billion for electricity consumption. We recommend that the ministry adheres to the commitment control system by not incurring new areas during financial year 2025-2026. The previously incurred areas should be prioritized in the year 2025-2026. On UPDF water supply, Right Honorable Speaker, we recommend that 11.53 billion be provided in the financial year 2025-2026 to help UPDF develop its own water supply sources and reduce reliance, but also on the water bills of National Water and Sewage Corporation. Vote 009, Ministry of Internal Affairs. On budget performance, the annexed one is on the report for honorable colleagues to see. We make a recommendation that the ministry should expedite capturing all human resources in the human capital development system before the end of the year to avoid creating wage bill areas. And we recommend provision of a comprehensive policy direction on the payment of affected staff under the RAPEX policy. And another recommendation, electronic government procurement system be reviewed to enhance its efficiency and effectiveness in improving service delivery and minimizing leakages. Further, the ministry should expedite upgrading the TIP database online system in the financial year 2025-2026 to monitor workers' migration activities effectively. On budget estimates, the overall budget for the 2025-2026, we recommend that ministry prioritizes and expedite introduction of small arms and light weapons bill in the financial year 25-26. On the development budget, Right Honourable Speaker, we recommend that the Ministry of Internal Affairs develop other projects to implement multi-year investment that will enhance efficiency in service delivery. On trafficking in persons system, we recommend the provision of 0.2 billion to be allocated in the financial year 25-26 to upgrade the TIP database into an online system to enhance the safety of migrant workers. On reception centers for rescued trafficked persons, we recommend provision of 0.2 billion in the financial year 2025-26 to initiate the establishment of reception centers for trafficked persons. On the implementation of the Explosives Act, CAP 319, the committee recommends an additional 13.39 billion to be provided to regulate commercial explosives during the financial year 25-26. On the Amnesty Commission, Right Honourable Speaker, the committee recommends that an additional 2.342 billion be provided for demobilization, reinsertion, rehabilitation, and reintegration of reporters and victims in the year 2025-2026. Vote 120, Right Honourable Speaker, this is National Citizenship and Immigration Control. On the budget performance, 2024-25, the annexed is attached. And expenditure performance, we recommend that NCIC expedites access of the newly recruited staff to the human capital development system, capital management system to improve wage bill absorption. We also recommend that NCIC ensures expeditious delivery of the outstanding passport booklets to avoid issuance disruptions. The overall budget for 2025-2026 is attached, Right Honourable Speaker. Our recommendation to that effect is that the project cost for automating immigration citizenship services is adjusted in the multi-year commitments to reflect actual lifespan expenses. On the porousness of our borders, the committee was informed that 336 illegal crossing points do exist on the land and sea. And under the new staffing structure, 1,200 immigration officers are therefore required, with a wage requirement of 4.578 billion for the financial year 25-26. We therefore recommend that NCIC collaborates with sister agencies for border control. 2, provision of 4,578 million in the financial year 2025-26 to recruit more immigration staff for NCIC. NCIC should equip border posts with advanced technology for medium-term border control.